Most people are afraid of the dark. From the time we are children, we are taught to equate light with safety and darkness with danger. We spend our lives chasing the daylight, the sunlit path of productivity, social approval, and the visible markers of success. We want everything to be clear, bright, and defined. But there is a fundamental truth that the shadow explorer understands. The sun, as brilliant as it is also a blinding force. The daylight reveals the world around you, but it often conceals the universe within you. The night is not merely a time for sleep. It is a sanctuary for the soul's most potent transformations. Consider the story of a woman named Maya. Maya was a creature of the day. She was a high-powered executive who thrived on the noise of the sun. She was the first to arrive at the office and the last to leave. She wore a smile like a piece of armor, a facade of constant competence and optimism. But Maya had a secret. She was terrified of the night. Every evening as the shadows lengthened, she felt a rising tide of anxiety. To her, the night felt like a predator. In the silence of her home, without the distractions of her daylight persona, she felt small, vulnerable, and hollow. She used every discipline she knew to stay busy until she collapsed into a dreamless sleep, desperate to outrun the quiet. One summer, exhausted by her own resistance, Maya retreated to a remote cabin in a valley known for its dark sky status. A place where the night is absolute there. She met an elderly astronomer who had lived in the valley for 40 years. When Maya confessed her fear of the dark, the old man laughed softly. "You think the sun shows you the truth?" he asked. "The sun is the ultimate distraction. In the daylight, you can only see one star. It is so bright and so close that it makes you believe nothing else exists. But when the sun goes down, the curtain is pulled back. Only in the night do you realize that you are standing in the middle of an infinite universe. This is the reversal of the night. In the daylight, we are defined by our ego, our roles, our titles, and our relationships to others. We are busy doing, but in the night, the world of doing falls away, and we are forced into the world of being. This is where your true sovereignty lies. When the external world stops demanding your attention, your subconscious finally has room to speak. The night reveals the depths that the daylight is too shallow to contain. Maya began to practice the art of night watching. Instead of turning on every lamp in the cabin, she sat on the porch in total silence. In the beginning, it was agonizing. Her mind screamed for distraction. She felt the weight of her failures and the coldness of her loneliness. But as she stayed with the darkness, something shifted. Her eyes adjusted. She began to see the subtle movements of the trees, the silver glow of the moon, and the billions of stars she had forgotten were there. She realized that her night self was not a monster. It was her intuition. In the daylight, she made decisions based on data and the expectations of others. But in the night, she felt a deeper, more primal kind of knowing. She realized that her resilience wasn't built in the moments of public triumph, but in the quiet, dark hours where she had faced her own emptiness and refused to turn away. The night was where her soul did its alchemy, turning the lead of her anxieties into the gold of inner peace. This is the wisdom that daylight conceals. Your power is not just in your ability to shine, but in your ability to endure the dark. If you only know yourself in the light, you only know half of your strength. To be truly whole, you must achieve integration, the merging of your sunlit persona with your midnight soul. You must realize that the void you fear is actually a fertile ground. It is the womb where new ideas, new strengths, and new versions of yourself are born. The discipline of the night is different from the discipline of the day. It is not about effort. It is about surrender. It is the act of letting go of the need to be seen and the need to be correct. In the night, you are allowed to be messy, to be mysterious, and to be unknown. You are allowed to listen to the whispers of your heart that are usually drowned out by the roar of the sun. Maya returned to the city, but she was no longer a fugitive from the dark. She kept her inner night alive, even in the middle of a busy workday. She moved with a new kind of control, not the rigid control of fear, but the fluid control of someone who knows they are part of something much larger than their job title. She no longer feared the silence of her home. She craved it. She knew that the night was her battery, the place where she reclaimed her power from the world. If you are lying awake tonight, feeling the weight of the dark, do not reach for your phone. Do not turn on the light to escape the shadows. Stay in the silence. Look into the void. Understand that your darkest thoughts are often just your most honest truths trying to find a way to the surface. The night is not taking anything from you. It is giving you back yourself. You are not a creature of the day alone. You are a child of the stars. The daylight gives you a world to walk in, but the night gives you a soul to fly with. Embrace the wisdom of the night. Discover the power that only the darkness can reveal. And remember, the stars don't disappear when the sun comes up. They are just waiting for the next opportunity to show you how vast you really are.